What is up, you guys? Gold Pony here today in the 2018 Ford Fiesta ST, courtesy of Bob Ruth Ford in Dillsburg, PA. Always excited to go for a ride in this one. So as always, let's start with pricing. And so to start, pricing for the 2018 Fiesta ST will start at $21,195. Powering the beast is going to be a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, putting out 197 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 202 pound-feet of torque available at 4,200 RPM. Power is going to be sent to the front wheels through a 6-speed manual transmission only. And thank you, Ford, because it is so refreshing to be back in a 6-speed manual again, straight from the factory. And I will say, when it comes to this 6-speed, it is definitely very easy to find the grab points, very easy to shift through the gears, and definitely a nice 6-speed manual to learn how to drive stick shift on as well. But then 0 to 60 time comes in at approximately 6.9 seconds, and MPG numbers 26 in the city, 33 on the highway. But so then you may be wondering, how fast does this thing really feel? It is a smaller vehicle with nearly 200 horsepower, so this acceleration definitely should be quite nice. So you guys know what's coming next. Let's give it a shot. So easy to shift through these gears. I love it. The 6-speed manual in the Fiesta ST is brilliant, and definitely a fun acceleration. Not going to be as fast as the Mustang GT, of course, but still a fun acceleration in this one. But then when it comes to braking, that is equally important, of course. Standard on the Fiesta ST will come 4-wheel disc brakes, and there are red brake calipers available for an additional $375 if you wanted them. And just to test out the feel here, let's do a quick little braking test. Very quick stop. And while I'm carving through the back roads here, touching on the handling and suspension, the steering feel is very nice, by the way. There is an independent McPherson strut front suspension. In the back, a twist beam rear suspension. There is a unique sport suspension, comparatively speaking, to the other Fiestas. So this Fiesta ST is going to give you more of a go-kart-like feel when it comes to the steering. I can definitely attest to that. It is a fun one to carve through the back roads in. And then when it comes to visibility, there is plenty of rear visibility, definitely. Side visibility is perfect, and there are driver and passenger side blind spot mirrors as well, so that is definitely going to help you out as well, cruising on the highway, letting you know who's beside you so you don't go turning into them, of course. And so enough of the driving dynamics, you guys. Let's check out the exterior on the 2018 Ford Fiesta ST. And so to start, up front there is ST badging within that black honeycomb mesh front grille. To the sides, quad beam halogen headlamps with the black bezels. Just below that, fog lamps will come standard as well. And making your way to the sides, there are unique Fiesta ST side skirts on this one. There are body colored power adjustable side mirrors, and they do come with the integrated blind spot mirrors like I was previously mentioning, and integrated turn signals as well. Also at the bottom of the windows there, you do get black belt line moldings, and looking all the way down, when it comes to the wheel setup, they do come standard with 17-inch gray aluminum wheels, and there are 17-inch black aluminum wheels available as well if you wanted them. Then make your way to the back. There is an ST high mounted rear spoiler with the integrated brake light back there just below a rear window wiper. And once again, you do get the ST badging, and just below it all though, single exhaust outlet with twin chrome tips. So as always, you guys, you know what's coming next. Here is that exhaust clip. Now, since we are around back, I first did want to mention, to pop that rear hatch, there actually is a button on the key fob, so simply press that twice if you like. Once opened up, cargo capacity is going to come in at 10.1 cubic feet, and if that was not quite enough space for you, those rear seats do fold down, bumping the cubic feetness up to 25.4. Make your way to the rear legroom. That comes in at 31.2 inches. So for reference, I'm an even 6 feet tall. This is how much space I have back there. And just below those rear passengers on the floor will be a single cup holder between those rear seats. But then make your way to the front seats. They do come standard with the 6-way manually adjustable driver's seat, 4-way manual passenger seat, and you do get the ST badging embroidered on those front seats near the top as well. And I will say, there is an optional seat setup that goes for $1,995, but that is going to be the Recaro partial leather sport seats if you wanted to go all out on this one. But then looking forward, there is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It is leather wrapped with red stitching and the ST logo at the bottom there. And so then when it comes to the startup, let me first start by showing you guys the key here. You do have your Ford logo on the one side, and when you flip it over, lock, unlock, and that button for the rear hatch again. But it is actually all keyless entry, so simply put your foot on the brake and clutch and press that engine start button there. And then once started up, tachometer is going to be on your left, speedometer is on your right. There is a tiny little digital setup front and center there, but that is essentially going to give you your basics, like your outside temperature and how many miles you have left until you hit empty there. But now one of the coolest things I first noticed on this one when I got inside, there is ambient lighting for every single trim level on the Fiesta ST, which is awesome in my opinion. You do get your choice of 7 different colors as well. I got it on blue right now, but you can choose between the different colors, so that is definitely very nice, just like on the Mustang GT, so big fan of that. Also, just behind the shifter, you're going to get a 12-volt power outlet as well. There are ST door sills on this one that comes standard. There is a power moonroof that is optional. That one goes for $795, but that is what you were looking at right now. Definitely appreciative of that on this one. But so then making our way to the tech, there is a Sync 3 system that comes standard on the Fiesta ST. That is going to come with Bluetooth and audio streaming, as well as Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, meaning if you have your smartphone, simply hook it up to the vehicle via USB and you have a free navigation system, as well as the ability to like and dislike your Pandora songs up on that screen as well. And you do get a factory navigation system if you want to cough up an additional $800, so that's there for you if you like. Also, you can check out your radio settings up there. And by the way, when it comes to the sound system, standard setup is going to be a Sony sound system with 8 speakers and 100 watts. So let's turn on the radio and test out the clarity of this one. Definitely actually a good bit of bass, surprisingly, and I know you guys are probably thinking 100 watts, is that it? It's really not that bad. This is a relatively small vehicle, so the 100-watt sound system actually is perfectly fine for this one, and again, good bit of bass as well. But that's the last thing I wanted to mention on the Fiesta ST when it comes to the tech is when you do put this one in reverse. By the way, to put this one in reverse, you're going to simply want to put your feet on the brake and clutch and lift up under the shifter and push it into the upper left-hand corner. And when you do that, that is going to give you the reverse camera, which just comes standard, letting you know who or what is behind you, which as always is going to lead me into safety. And so to start, there are front, side, and side curtain airbags, also a driver's knee airbag up there. In the back, there is latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for the rear car seats, as well as rear child door locks back there too. You do get a tire pressure monitoring system that comes standard, and then there is 3-mode electronic stability control where you can turn off the stability control, put it in sport mode or normal mode, and that is all just relating to the stability control there. And so, but anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom of the screen there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold.